You know, I can't sing, I can't dance, but I can find a mutation like nobody's business.
Yeah. Oh, and then right behind these pen stands. Beautiful. Come stand. Garden lovers, today we have Chuck Pavlich. Did I say that right?
You said it correctly.
Yes.
Yay!
He is, tell me the name of your role here.
I am the Director of New Product Development.
Awesome. At Terra Nova Nurseries, which is a nursery that holds hundreds of active plant patents, and you've introduced thousands of varieties onto the market.
Yeah, we nearly have 1,000 patents that are active, and some plants we don't patent, we put under trademark.
Okay, and so it sounds like you are a very just important and influential plant breeder in the industry, I would say.
Terra Nova, for its size, has a big footprint, but a small little body. So this is our only facility, the only location in the US, but we reach around the world. We have lab partners all over Europe and Asia, Central America, just a whole lot of people working with us.
And of what I've seen so far, it's probably the cleanest nursery I've ever been to, so I'm excited to dive in more.
Oh, well, good. We're not moving from here then.
Okay. Well, so you're going to show us a few different things today.
We are. There's lots of things to see. We have renovated beds. We brought in more soil. We actually utilized our own compost from old plants, from plugs that didn't make it, that's got tons of mycorrhizae in it. And so we're reutilizing that, recycling as much as we can,
Cool.
and redoing our beds. So there's a lot of beds that aren't full, but they're going to be wonderful in probably just about 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
So you can come back.
Yeah, sure. So it sounds like you have some pretty sustainable methods and reutilizing resources.
We really try. We're heavily involved in integrated pest management, IPM, and we were the first nursery on the West Coast to be certified to ship to Canada without a phyto certificate for certification for cleanliness, because we passed all the tests for cleanliness, plant health, and now Terra Nova is the model for that for the other nurseries that come into that program.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see more.
Well, right here. Here's a little spot. So Terra Nova breeds perennials, right? Mm-hmm. But we also breed annuals. And we breed biennials. And the 2 Heucheras in the terracotta pots are new introductions.
Beautiful. Such huge foliage on that one.
Well, that one goes under the trademark of Grande.
Okay, perfect.
And this is sea glass. So it's got that matte green mint, kind of a see-through color.
Yeah.
Like sea glass. We breed annuals like Coleus. These are some of our introductions.
That is so
and
fun.
We have biennials
This
and
is
perennials.
one Coleus? No, these are 2 different ones.
That's 2
okay.
Coleus.
What a cool combo.
Yeah.
What are these 2 called?
We have Monkey Puzzle and we have Lovebird.
Oh.
And Monkey Puzzle, I think, is my favorite Coleus that we have. It's branchy and full. When the new foliage comes out in the spring, it's violet colored in the center and then goes to a copper color.
Yeah.
It's low and spready, it's very full, and everything is no pinch and no PGR. So no plant growth regulators are required to keep them compact and full.
Oh,
and that's
interesting.
kind of our mantra for everything that we breed. Mm-hmm. We want it to be hands off.
Oh.
So less input for the grower, better results for the home consumer.
Okay. So what about, I mean, when these send up their beautiful little flower stalks, would you cut them off when they're done?
I would.
In hopes that they would come back?
Well, some of them aren't going to rebloom. This is one of our oldest. This is Green Spice.
Okay.
And this is about 25, maybe 30 years old now. Mm-hmm. But it's one of my favorites. It's extremely hardy. It's bred with East Coast species. So from actually Nova Scotia down to Georgia, the parents of this plant existed. And these are wind pollinated. We'll see other Heucheras that are not wind pollinated, but these have no petals. So it's got to be the wind that makes it get pollinated.
And that's probably why they're so tall, too.
Yes. Yeah, we have generation after generation made the flowers much more in line with a regular plant, so they're not 3 feet tall and floppy.
And so were either of these kind of your, the plant that got you into plants in the first place?
Oh gosh, I don't know what got me into plants in the first place.
Yeah.
Probably corn, potatoes, and pumpkins.
Corn, yeah.
We raise
A simple
vegetables.
man.
Yeah, that is very true.
Well, cool. It seems like you've gone on a really just interesting and extravagant journey to lead you here.
Absolutely, yeah. It's, I'm nearing retirement age, but I don't know that I'm going to retire fully because this is in my blood, literally. Even from a child.
Is any of your blood in the plants themselves? Not yet.
I don't think so.
Emerging technology, I'm sure that'll happen soon enough. Before you kind of... Uh-oh.
Can't go in here.
Oh.
We have shortened the daylight hours to make sure the plants stay vegetative and not come into bloom.
Oh my goodness.
Come on in.
Wow.
So this is the part where I say, this can't be shown until cultivate. And so it's a one-of-a-kind mutation, literally 1 in a million.
Incredible. Oh my God. There's nothing like it except...
We have hundreds of Heuchera varieties. We were the people that found the mutation that caused all the gold foliage.
And was Heuchera kind of the starting point for Terra Nova?
It by far brought us online and
kind
into
of your launch point, your
absolutely,
launch plant. You have so many different things now that you offer and
absolutely
play around with.
Herbs, and we have shrubs. We have house plants. So
yeah,
if it grows, we'll give it a try. Grande purple. Now Grande purple gets huge.
Yeah. And do you grow Heucheras for their flowers or mostly just for their foliage?
The answer is yes. We also breed Brunnera.
Is this Jack Frost? Or?
This one actually is Jack Frost.
Okay.
We didn't breed Jack Frost, but we do propagate it and grow it.
Yeah.
We have others, giant foliage types.
Really? That's one of my favorite go-tos for the shade garden, just because I don't really love watering too much.
Oh, neither do I.
And so it just looks good without being watered so much.
Perfect. Thank you.
And are there any Heucheras that fare better with low water in summer?
There sure are. And some of the nicest flowering ones actually came from New Mexico and further south.
Oh.
Sanguinea is actually from New Mexico, Arizona, and into northern Mexico. And that does really well in sunlight and tolerates drought better than most.
Okay. So looking for some that are bred from Sanguinea would be the way.
And in our catalog, we give the recipe of ingredients that bred this particular plant.
Perfect.
So if it's V for villosa or S for sanguinea, you'll see at least 3 and up to 5 letters for all the species they're bred with, because we want to disclose that to have people make better choices.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, look at this.
This beauty.
Oh my gosh.
This is Alexandria.
Oh, beautiful. And so you said that, this is the baby and
Yes.
the leaves are already this big. Wow. Oh my gosh.
So big leaves. It is the most silver, and literally, if there's a moonlit night, this reflects light
oh,
in the garden.
Chuck, stop it. I can't. It's just incredible.
You can.
Oh,
it is one of my
faves.
faves.
Yeah.
Because it grows
This
sun
is
and shade,
awesome.
and it lights up everything wherever it goes.
Yeah. All right.
Here's
Alexandria?
Alexandria. Yep.
Wow.
Now, these aren't very old at all, and the leaves are going to expand even further as the summer goes on. So these could easily have 8-inch wide and 10-inch long leaves when they're happy.
Yeah, incredible. And is this, do you think this is 3 plants that have been planted together?
I'm going to guess it was actually 5.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, it's a really lovely little grouping there. And then these are kind of like so fringy, what's the term, where they're just
We say ruffled.
ruffled, yeah.
This is Marmalade, and this is a
Marmalade.
very old established clump because these plants are probably close to, they're like 17 or 18 years old. So it's a very long-lived variety.
And I know a lot of times with Heuchera, you have to dig them or bury them deeper.
Yeah, some of them get stemmy. Marmalade isn't too bad, but it does. I'm actually going to break one off. It does produce a stem, and this can be, see, it's already got little roots here. So this could be broken off and buried again, and then it would refresh itself really in a wonderful way.
And then let's say this is one of your patented plants. It's okay to do that and just bury it in your own garden?
You know, we really don't care if the homeowner moves this to another spot. We don't care if they give it to their neighbor. The patent laws are for regulating sales.
Okay.
So we're not going to go nuts over stuff like that. It's rude, and I think against most garden lovers that share plants.
Yeah, right, of course. But don't sell it.
Don't sell it, and never say thank you, otherwise it won't grow.
Oh.
So you just have to take it.
Really? Don't say thank you to
that is
plants
true.
that have been gifted to you. I have never heard this.
It's true.
I've had a lot of plants die on me.
I read it on the
Now
internet.
I know. Okay. So you just say, just take it and go.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know why. I didn't make it up. Heuchera zipper. And this is called zipper because the leaves are all zzz.
Awesome. Yeah, and you have that sound too. A little ASMR there.
Yes, I'm sure that that's legit.
Some people, you know, I mean, a lot of people like to touch their plants and kind of feel what happens.
Well, I'm a very tactile person.
I love the little tiny leaves on this one.
This is apple crisp.
Tiny ruffles.
And we have a whole series of leaves that are crisped. So that very fine filigree on the edge there.
Wow.
And all the crisp series are kind of dwarf plants. Smaller flowers, smaller leaves, a good ground cover.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so is this kind of more spreading than
Yeah.
normal,
Yeah,
I guess?
because this was one young plant, and it lays down flat on the ground and then grows.
Oh.
Kind of cool.
Oh, yeah, I can see. It's like
Yeah, not quite creeping.
interesting. And then you have a little snail shell. Get out of here, snail.
They've gone hiking. They're not home.
Yeah, it's. I guess they're just adding nutrients now.
The calcium goes back in the soil. So one of the plants that came from New Mexico and further south, the parents did, of a sanguinea heuchera, is here. This is Paris.
What a beautiful color on that.
And Paris is very, very long blooming. Has great foliage. In more sun, it gets more silver, but pink for days. I mean, it is just one of the
kind
best.
of fuchsia almost.
Yeah.
It's just, and is this wind pollinated?
No, this one actually
has the
will
petals.
attract bees and hummingbirds. And it's so fun. These actually move a lot. When hummingbirds kind of bang into them.
Because they can't land on it, right? They've got to kind of
they've gotta hover.
Nice. And is this display garden open to the public where people can come and
It
visit?
is open to the public only during the Hardy Plant Society of Oregon's open days.
Okay.
So there's several days, I think that they're coming up, or they passed, I don't remember. Depends on when this airs. They have to go through the Hardy Plant Society in order to come visit the garden.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Terra Nova sent me some plants to trial, so I'm really excited and lucky for that. And this is one of them.
Phygelius.
Yeah, and so the only experience I have with Phygelius is it totally taking over my viburnum, which is kind of cool because the viburnum blooms and then it's done and then it's just foliage, and then the Phygelius comes out and shoots its beautiful yellow flowers through, and the hummingbirds love it.
Hummingbirds love it. And I'm glad you brought that up. So all of our Phygelius were bred not to spread.
Awesome.
So they will...
Because I have been afraid to plant them.
Yeah. So they will produce short internodes, and we took years to select the ones that didn't pop up out of the ground 3 feet away. So first we worked on that aspect, and then we worked on flowers. Frankly, making beautiful flowers is easier than breeding bad habits out of plant material.
Yeah. So would this, I mean, this is just one plant, right?
Correct.
Would that be an internode, or is that another plant?
That's another plant.
Okay.
So these are all individuals here. They do get dense, but they don't run. They crawl.
That's amazing. And then this is as tall as they'll get?
They'll get slightly taller. So this is year one from a 4-inch pot. So they're good plants, they're vigorous, but they are good neighbors and they play well with others.
Awesome. And it's like fuchsia on the outside and red on the inside with like some...
With yellow in there, yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So hummingbirds do go nuts over these.
Oh, yeah?
Even
Oopsies.
big bumbles try to climb in, but there's just not enough room for them.
Oh,
It's
that's sad.
kind of comical because they're grabbing the outside, the labellum, you know, trying to hang on and trying to climb in, and they just can't do it. Their chubby little butts won't go.
Maybe you'll just have to split some flowers for them.
We have plenty of things they can climb into.
Yeah, that's true.
Leucanthemum's one of our big crops also.
Leucanthemum, which
Yep.
is daisy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shasta daisy, yeah.
Yeah, but a super furry kind.
Yeah, we like furry things apparently.
I like furry things too. I'm glad that we share that.
It's got a lot of
fondness.
interest. It has great foliage.
Yeah.
It's never going to be one that grows too tall and flops.
Okay.
So no
great.
support's necessary.
That's my kind of gardening.
And bloom, 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 bloom. You'll get at least 3 full sets of flowers coming up. You can
and that's
see,
with deadheading?
it doesn't even matter.
Really?
Yeah. They'll still produce those. Now, it's always more attractive when you take off, you know, a large bad flower really draws your eye to it. But it's not necessary the plant to keep blooming. So you see 2 complete sets now, but usually by July, the 3rd set will be coming up.
It's called Adorable, and I can see why. And I love also the serrated leaves. Did you guys work to make that?
Oddly enough, the same characteristic that makes the petals lace makes the leaf lace.
Oh, neat. Very cool. This is just reminding me of barnacles on a cliff. So those are they done or are they about to open?
No, it's cloudy.
Oh, oh, really? They
So
closed?
they closed.
Oh, what? I'm actually not familiar with this at all.
This is Tradescantia.
Tradescantia.
Yeah.
Do you know the common name for that? I feel like.
Tradescantia.
Okay. And what's the variety name?
This is
I don't see a little sign.
Bob.
Bob?
I've forgotten now.
Yeah. Well, it's cool. And just gold and purple.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of blue in the flower also when it fully opens. But they only open when it's sunny.
Oh. Well, it seems like oh, wow. Did you guys do this one too?
Yes, this is ours.
A super lacy Artemisia.
Yes, this is Artemisia Makana.
Oh. How old is this plant?
They're just from cuttings this year.
But I mean, how long has this been in?
Oh, this is about probably a 7 or 8 year old introduction.
Okay.
The original parents came from Maui.
Oh, the island?
Yeah.
Well, this is one of the mainstays in my yard because I don't have to water it. And
No, they do best. Things with silver
Yeah.
leaves will really take sun and really take dryness. They have that protective coating on them, so that really helps with their longevity. And this is one of we consider this annual, but it lives over. But we still call it an annual.
Okay. But if it was a really difficult winter, it might not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wetness is probably the biggest thing this hates.
Okay.
Not
just
cold, because it
Make
is
sure
from
it's well draining.
it's from mountainous areas.
Oh, yeah.
So cold and cold wind are fine. Sun exposure is imperative.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't look good in the shade. So lots of sun,
Yeah.
lots of neglect, and it's happy.
Yeah. So I have Powys Castle, which is kind of lacy as well,
Right.
but like this tall and pretty nuts. I did not expect it to go so bonkers. So will this stay more kind of
Right.
contained?
It's going to be maybe 24 inches tall and 24 inches across by the end of summer.
Okay. Awesome.
And we'll probably leave it in place. If it survives, great. If it doesn't, great.
So I'm trying to make mental notes of what plants I want, and this is one of them, and then that Alexandria Brunnera.
She's going for the silver.
Yeah, you know it's the moonlight, man. I just can't stay away. Is this hydrangea that you guys did?
No, this is an Aralia.
Aralia.
This is Sun King, and this is also edible.
Which is normally like a shrub, right? Like, I mean, well, yes, this is a shrub, but
It's
like
gonna
a tree, a small tree.
there are shrubby Aralias and there are tree Aralias. And this
Okay.
is the shrubby. This will die down to the ground in winter, but it's extremely hardy. It's like a zone 3-4 hardy. Beautiful gold foliage. A big one, I have one at my house. Every year it gets about 8 foot by 8 foot.
Oh, okay.
And the end of fall, just whack it off. Be brutal to it.
Yeah.
You can't hurt this plant ever.
Oh, awesome.
And you can eat the sprouts in spring.
Oh, you can eat the sprouts. I
Yeah.
love a plant that has many
Dual
uses.
purposes.
Yeah.
The begonias here, there's only a few that's popped up now. They emerged late.
Okay.
But these are perennial here in Oregon.
That's amazing. Because that was hard to find and create, right?
Yeah, we very lucky. Friends in the Begonia Society, and we actually got to go to University of Yunnan in Kunming, University of Kunming rather, in Yunnan.
Cool.
And I got to go trekking up to about 15,000 feet elevation outside of Dali.
And so you actually helped to find this plant?
No, we had accessions come in. The plants that we had didn't have names. They were not known species, and they just had accession numbers. So we used them in breeding, and the foliage is just a riot.
It is. And then it looks like a little flower forming too.
Yeah, they have little 4-petal flowers, and I like breeding begonias because it has girl flowers and it has boy flowers, and so there's nothing you have to do like emasculation to make sure it's not self-pollinated. So they're easy and kind of fun to breed.
Yeah. And do you have to worry about snails with begonias?
Oh yes, yeah, that's
so you
the
just kind
big
of
bugaboo.
sluggo this area.
Yeah, but we actually, some things do not like begonias and won't touch them. Like we have never had a rhinoceros in the garden eating these, so no rhinoceros. It is very rhinoceros proof.
Oh, perfect. Will this kind of fill out this space by the end of the summer?
Yeah, they'll become
take
quite
over?
shrubby.
Beautiful.
They won't take over, but they're definitely going to fill out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're kind of piggy, so they like to be fertilized, they like to be watered,
Uh-huh.
but they are morning sun tolerant, and then they need afternoon shade.
Yeah, I've dabbled in begonias in my yard, and I don't think they're getting the love that they need.
Oh, like they can be a little finicky, but there are varieties that do quite well. One of my faves, this is Grande Amethyst.
Wow. So furry. Yeah, it seems like you're into kind of the furry plants.
Well,
The fuzzy.
is it? Could be.
Yeah. I feel like I know what this is, but I can't think of it, so I'm going to ask you to tell me.
Vitex.
It's a Vitex! Great! And so it's a dwarf one.
It's a dwarf Vitex, beautiful amethyst purple colored flowers.
And then that will just, like, the stems stay kind of throughout the winter. And
It is partially evergreen here. It's super simple to prune. You could use a hacksaw and it could care less.
Awesome.
Couldn't care less.
Yeah, I've seen this grown in flower farms too, and they just, you know,
Yeah, there's nothing
chop
you do to hurt
it every year.
And this is also a good drought-tolerant plant.
Yeah.
Reflected heat doesn't bother it, dryness doesn't bother it.
Yeah, and I've seen you've used it a few times.
Right.
Repeated.
It's got handsome foliage.
Yeah, a very nice shrub. Oh, and probably deer leave it alone.
Deer leave it alone too.
Yeah, that's great.
Has kind of stinky foliage.
Oh,